Well, lady in question, Tyler Wright, wears the yellow jersey on the Jeep leaderboard. Now in the round 3 encounter, taking on Sage Erickson from the United States, the California region of Ojai, and up against Laura Enever, the young surfer from Narrabeen in Sydney, Australia. As we say that, we lock on to Laura. A little in and out for one of the great characters of the modern chapter of professional surfing, Laura Enever.
No doubt. She's just a wild card in heats. You never know if she's going to throw a couple of 8s at you or a couple of 3s. You know, she's a bit inconsistent, but very exciting.
The tour. I love that little insert that we had. And on the corner, we're going to find the first ride for Tyler Wright. Backhand snap, nice little positioning. Direction changes are complete. That's another big sweeping arc. Third, hits in the lip. Little stumble, that's the tide, just holding her up. But partisan crowd loving it here as we pick up Sage Erickson on the second wave of the set. And now we'll swing to Laura. So 3 waves on offer here, back-to-back, quick exchange now. All 3 athletes coming to the table. Laura Enever just looking to navigate her way through a bump. She'll hold on, keep that centered, a little fade back into the pocket to allow a tide to turn. And she'll go by Tyler Wright on the inside, and she'll find the end section to complete. And then, well, there's the notorious European beach breaks.
It is notorious. It can just absolutely annihilate you there and roll you up from the south. So as a result, the waves were kind of fat. You know, they swept down the beach and it stayed open. One nice snap right there. That's maybe the only section where the wall was kind of steep. You can see the rest of the way that whitewash is just kind of rolling into that fat shoulder. So I think the best waves we've seen so far this morning, they come straight out of the west. They come straight in, and that allows that wall to stand up. There's the beat down right there, Giggs. So she kind of just pressed the eject button, but she got rolled underneath there. The best wave by far in this set was Tyler's, and 2 big old snaps. So she's going to take control right away. Didn't quite ride out of this 3rd snap, so you know, that'll irritate her a little bit. In fact, she does. So I take that back. She did ride out of that. So that's going to be, you know, it took some time, but she did finish on her feet. And here she goes again, Giggs.
Well, on the way out in that flush rip, Tyler now locks and loads the second one back to the top corner. So efficient approach to the lineup here, and as I say that, she'll go incomplete. So testimony to how tricky the lineup is here this morning through the high tide conditions. And exactly what you're saying, Ross, is Tyler's doing exactly what you said, how you would approach this heat, is lurk on the inside, try and find those double ups. Now, main peak allowing Sage Erickson into the run here. So Sage now working on wave number 2. She's allowing it to build. That's a nice snap in the pocket. So an informed Sage Erickson in 2016 finds a nice run through the inside here. And we'll see what she's going to avoid that shore pound that did Laura Enever in a few minutes ago. Someone that's navigated the lineup very well is Tatiana Weston Webb. She's confirmed a slot with the win in round 3 here. She's down there with Strider Wasilewski.
Produce an 8 and a 6, being tired. Imagine what she can do when she's jacked up and ready to go. So good for her. Pretty easy win. And we're watching Sage Erickson on your screen right here from the channel view. And you can see the culprit of this wave sitting in that fat channel right there, looking for some a steep wall to hack into it. She stayed busy though, a couple of nice swivels. And I think that was actually a wise decision, avoiding that last section.
It's also really just honing those muscles on land, and I think Courtney just puts a lot of effort into finely tuning her body and making sure that she's ready to compete, so the surfing becomes secondary to her.
Thanks so much, Rosie. Picking up on Tyler Wright out in the lineup here, who also has her little nuances and heat preparation. Such a science to it these days, Ross. In the autumn here, making for a perfect playground. And that's what Tyler Wright wants to do here. She'll get snapping away. She's been using this left-hander, already establishing 2 strong scores. And now building another one. Tight wrap again. This is a medium-sized wave, so she's chosen more of the inside track. She's been using that strategy all the way through the heat. Tyler Wright keeps building numbers. 4th ride there. looking to add to her opener of the 6.67, Ross.
Well, no doubt Tyler's going to get rid of that 3, and I love that strategy, standing the inside. Again, some of those medium waves are, I think, the best waves out there available this morning. Those are the waves. It's all about the ones that stand up, and that opening section was nice and steep. Missing that second section just a little bit, opting for a cutback, and that's going to keep this score in check. But no real mistakes, you know, Tyler taking care of business. It'll keep you in the zone.
So that last ride won't add to Tyler Wright's numbers, but previous to that, a 3.9 has appeared. Sage Erickson, very much in discussion in this heat. We look at her requirements, just a 5.5. She's got to find the answer, and that wave has gone fat and pushed wide off the end of the sandbar. So still 4 to go for Sage Erickson to possibly put a bit of pressure on Tyler Wright here. Laura Enever not out of this as well. You see, Laura's been culprit to that rip, Ross. She's gone way out off the back of the bank, and that's how she ends up with that little 0.9 still as a counting ride at this stage. And as I say that, we must have telegraphed some kind of message to her, because she's now found this opportunity, and that's a lovely sweep in the top corner. One of the best turns in the top we've seen. Now Laura Enever working rail to rail. She'll want to keep her little frame compact for the end section. She's going to hold it together, so she compresses, finds the completion, and another little chip shot on the foam ball just to finish. So nice little comeback story for Enever. Meanwhile, an exchange straight away. The reply comes from Tyler Wright, and here's that slamming section for Tyler. Top corner, rail flowing, high line, speed, and well, you'll see how it just swamps on the beach break. So a little flurry of activity there with 3 to go, Ross.
Well, this is going to make this heat very interesting. Laura Enever, she only needs a 6.25. She almost got that on that one turn.
A major part of the heat, Ross, to find this wave.
Yeah, she really did it. She was way on the outside, but again, that was well-timed off the lip. And you know, it's kind of tough to see from that angle there, but it was a big wave. It was the biggest wave we've seen ridden so far today. And a bit of a bonus section right there. A little smack off the top, but you know, she took care of business there. She finished this wave on her feet. So 2 major moves on a solid wave, only needing a 6.25. Here's the angle I wanted to see. Look at that thing way overhead, almost 2 times over her head. So maybe a 10-foot wave on the face and a nice snap there. I like how she got low to her board, got upside down, and delivered a nice little carve right in the pocket, right in that hook there. And the judge is going to pay attention to all that commitment.
Well, Laura Enever comes out of that Narrabeen area. Should be familiar with the lefts. What are we making of Tyler Wright's last contribution?
Yeah, no doubt. Laura's she'll have a lot of sessions that will be familiar to this. Looks like almost just like North Narrabeen. And Tyler trying to better a 3.9. And I don't know if she's done it. You know, this wave was fat. It really pushed through the channel. So she might have more work to do.
Well, not out of the discussion this heat is Sage Erickson. Will go vertical but incomplete, and jumping on the other side of the peak will be Tyler Wright. So Tyler knows that she's got to find another meaningful ride to add to her 6.67, and here she goes flowing through the inside. You see a lot of chatter now with the high tide on the wave face. Tyler's strong though, she knows how to plow through it. And well, inside of the last minute of competition here.
Wow, and a bullet dodge there for Tyler. Just a 5.77 from Laura's last wave. That big old set wave, I was thinking the judges would be a little more heavy-handed with that score, but I think they didn't like the fact that she kind of snapped out of it. Maybe they wanted to see her hit the lip, but that was a close one. So Tyler, she'll take that.
Well, Laura Enever does bump up to second position. So requirements a 4.81, but the clock is pretty much disposed of. 15 seconds to go. Next heat entering the lineup. A couple of whomping waves still flushing through the zone here.
Yeah, you gotta love the energy right now. We're gonna see this all day gigs, non-stop action, a lot of swell, and that's gonna allow us to push through that high tide, which is always good.
One more number to collect for Tyler Wright. We'll see how that comes in. It will be an important score either way. Yes, it will. It is in her top 2. It's a 4.7. So that lady on screen staying on track for her first world title. She gets the round 3 heat 2 win here.